Northern California, is international MC, international hype man, radio host, and straight up pimp, Big Body Cisco.
Yeah. You know
Shut
what?
up, pimping.
I'm trying to get my pimping up to Jimmy Juice standards right now.
Oh, you
you know,
want
that
to
is
go
my
right now?
idol right now, so I'm trying to get it up to that standard.
Hey,
Thank you,
I'm
brother.
I'm so broke right now. My doormat says, "Well, I can't even afford to come." You know what I'm saying? Shit.
What up, Jimmy?
What's cracking, Big Body? How you doing, baby?
Oh, man, I'm good, man. Like I was telling you guys, dealing with this pandemic that we think might still be going on or might not be going on. But, I'm just trying to make everything happen over here at the house. Home studio and all.
You're doing it. Hey, we got you live at nighttime, cracking.
Yeah, I think the music for the people right now is what people want. Music is universal language. We all come from the background loving Cali Roots festivals and everything like that. So I just built this makeshift home studio and I do everything. I was doing it on Instagram Live at first, then I was doing it on Facebook Live and all the copyright stuff that would shut you down. So we found this new platform called Twitch, which all the video game guys use. And we're kind of using that as a platform for all the DJs to kind of get our entertainment and music across without getting shut down.
Yeah, I noticed that. We're watching our things. I'm jamming, listening. All of a sudden, boom, it gets cut off.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's like being with a prostitute and not being able to come. You know what I mean? It's like, I paid for what? What did I pay for?
Is there a time limit
quality
for
conversations? It's usually a nut.
Yeah.
But like, what if it takes you 3 hours to nut? Then like,
You're
is
paying
there
for your nut, pretty much.
Okay, so it's like
That's my
it's not like
experience.
it's not like Korean
3 hours
barbecue.
to nut. Damn, Drake. I'm in and out. You
I don't know.
gotta come when I come back.
But I'm just saying, like, what if you want to like
You sound
extend
broken,
it?
Drake. You sound broken.
Well, if I'm trying to sleep with a woman, it's gonna take longer than 3 hours.
Drake's gonna take a little longer with the ladies, but it's all right. Me and Jimmy will take it down for you.
Yes,
But
you
what
don't
if it's
get-
like Korean barbecue and you're like, I want to just make this last for as long as possible, but after 2 hours, like, you got to get the fuck out of here because we got more people to feed.
Oh, you know what? See, that's crazy because Polynesians and all the buffets, they rarely let us in there. They're like, hey, we got to let the lunch and the dinner crew in here. We're like, well, there's a time limit on this shit?
Right. Hey, we paid this morning.
Exactly. We've been here for at least 72 hours. We didn't know y'all got shifts.
And more water. More water now, motherfuckers.
That's good shit.
Buffets are probably donezo, right? Like, what's Vegas? Where are the buffets in Vegas, Jimmy?
I don't know. Where do we eat at? I think I was doing a lot of cocaine, but I think. Oh no, I ate at like a claim jumper and another little place.
Oh, trust me, all the Polynesians are looking for buffets, and we can't find one for the life of us. We got at Father's Day buffets we were trying to look for, nothing. So there's no buffets open right now, which is probably understandable with what's going on right now.
Right.
Is that like a common stereotype that Polynesians love buffets?
No, it's not a joke.
One of many. But you know what? The cold part about it is the truth.
Yeah, not for real.
Stereotypes are stereotypes, but the truth is the truth.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
no one could be the good. The Polynesians are always like, if I got 10 kids, the best way to feed them is to go to a buffet.
Right.
So you got little 2-year-olds jumping on the chow mein thing. You got you don't go to Sizzler when there's Polynesians because there'll never be no chicken wings over there. Ever.
Right. Fuck.
That's fucking hilarious.
We did go to a good luau out there though. It was pretty good. Why, dude? I'm telling you, Vegas is like the 13th island.
Oh yeah, no, that's where the witness relocation program is. If you do something bad in Hawaii, you go to Las Vegas. Yeah,
I'm telling you, hey, all the strip malls are called like Aloha Strip Mall. Mahalo Strip Mall.
It's definitely the 13th night because they do a lot of Aloha festivals out there. They do a lot of the Hawaiian artists do really well out there. Boog and the boys, Kami Kings, they're all really huge in Vegas.
Yeah.
Well, that's when I learned Samoan and Polynesian culture. Is Boog invited me to a barbecue at like 2 a.m. when Drake and I were there alone. And I learned Drake was. When I learned that Drake fucked because he was out of that room every 5 seconds on Grindr
In Vegas? Oh yeah, I don't fuck around when I go to Vegas.
But I was there with 3 people, and Boog invited me, and the 2 people left, and it was just me. And I texted Boog saying, "What do I do?" He's like, "Just walk in the door." Walked in the door. There's like 16 300-pound Samoans just sitting at the table, and I just opened their door and walked in.
And now your appetite has to match theirs. Whenever we have guests come over to barbecue,
No. I got the death stare. I thought I was going to die because I just walked into their house.
Well, first they probably thought you was the repo man at first. They were like, okay, did everyone pay their shit?
They said, hey, the toothpick arrived.
Yeah. But and then the second Boog walked in and said, "Oh, it's my boy Chris."
Yeah.
Everyone got up. just hand in plates.
Oh
drinks,
yeah. Once you
everything.
get
It was all
the
love.
okay from whoever, someone in the house, that's when the downfall of love comes in, because now these 300-pound guys turn into your best friends, and now you guys are drinking kava, you're drinking alcohol, and you're eating every pig part whatsoever. Then you get gout, and then and then you're like, oh, welcome to the family.
But as a skinny white boy, I was scared as fuck. I thought I was gonna get my ass beat.
That seems to be the going thing, because all my friends too is like, man, every time I go to your barbecue, I think we'll get beat up. I see, that's a stereotype. I mean, you probably would, but the stereotype is we love you guys. We love everybody. So we're real family oriented. When we go to barbecues, our moms and the cooks, their whole thing is to make sure you guys eat, especially the guests. Yeah. And if we eat before you guys, we get in trouble, and we can still get slapped. We don't care how big they are, because if you didn't eat, then that's disrespect to us. So,
and you eat. God, you making me hungry right now. You're making me hungry right now. Fuck.
What's like your favorite Polynesian dish?
So my favorite Polynesian dish would probably be palusami. It's like a taro leaf with coconut milk. The Tongans make it with corned beef. But that's what they put in the umu. So they wrap it up in foil. And then you remember when they dig the holes in the ground, they put those things in there that cook with the pig. So that's definitely one of them. What else? Well, I can't really eat a lot of Samoan or Polynesian food now because I do have gout. So I'm trying to watch what I eat. So, it's either shellfish, fried food, or high uric acid foods that I can't eat.
Just give me some Kahlua pork. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
How many Polynesian islands are there? I honestly don't know anything about that.
Don't call me out, Drake, because all the Polynesian will get on me because I don't know.
No, but I'm just saying, I don't know anything. I mean, aren't there there's hundreds, aren't there? Aren't there a lot?
Yeah, I mean, the Pacific Islands that is kind of spread out where my family's from Samoa and Hawaii. Then you have Tonga, then you have Fiji. Then you got Tahiti. Then everything that you see a postcard with is pretty much a Pacific island,
right?
But I was raised in the States, and unfortunate thing is that we were raised the city way. My parents raised us without speaking the language in the house. So I understand it, but I don't speak it fluently.
All right, well, you're safe because there are over 10,000 Polynesian islands.
10,000.
Yeah, so you're good because who's gonna remember all those names?
I just gave you the gist.
Hey, Big Body, what we do? We can edit this to ask you again. Hey, how many other? Man, there's over 10,000.
There's 10,642.
We can use some points. We can use some points.
No, bro, even Google doesn't know. Even Google just says there are over 10,000.
Over 10,000. They ain't gonna tell you how many. It's like, whatever island is an island. So
right, they're popping up new every day.
Yeah.
Let's buy a fucking island. If we ever make $1 million.
Dan Bazillion buy one? I probably said his fucking name.
Balzerian?
Balzerian.
Brazilian.
Whatever his name is. I know that motherfucker bought an island and all the bitches over there. So me and Jimmy got to make our way over there to one of those parties ASAP.
Hey, we got to make a guest appearance. Seriously.
I'll probably get escorted out.
I went to his house with Nijo. Yeah, Stick Figure was playing there, and Nijo, who does all the merch for all the, for Iration and some other bands, he's like, Drake, I'm coming to LA. Do you want to go to the biggest house in Los Angeles? Literally. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I do. And so literally you show up there and they give you an iPad to sign an NDA. And they're like, and you have to read all this shit and basically sign your life away.
Oh, a disclaimer.
And this house is fucking giant. I mean, it's like probably 15 stories high. It has like 8 pools. It has a whole outdoor gym. And then there's it was like an influencer party. Only hot chicks.
Jimmy, why we ain't
everyone
there?
Was
why we ain't there, Jimmy?
Big Body, I swear to God, I'm thinking the same we're on the same page right now.
Man, I'm like, come on, get us an invite to that house because we could party with the best of them.
Well, we gotta ask Stick Figure. But what was funny was Stick Figure was playing there, and they were just playing outside under like a tent, and no one was listening to them. And they're obviously a huge fucking band. Like anywhere else, people.
But they're like the lobby
out.
Band at that point.
Yeah.
They're like the
Is that elevator music? Elevator music?
Yeah, it was like, is that Stick Figure? I was like, oh shit, what's up?
And once it hit like 10 o'clock, if only certain people with certain wristbands could stay, and they literally, all these security guards came and just like, if you didn't have that right color wristband on, bye.
Got escorted out.
You were like,
bro, if your house party has wristbands, you know you're doing it.
Yeah.
That's when
for real.
Right, that's for real.
We got to be invited to that one, Jimmy.
Hey, let me see what I can do. I know one of his buddies. I know one of his really good friends.
Well,
come on, Drake, make it happen, Drake. We got to get up in there.
Right, Iration needs to play.
Yes.
In the lobby again. In the lobby.
In the
again.
lobby. That's fine.
And we want wristbands.
Yeah, the right color ones. The right color wristbands.
Oh fuck, man.
So tell us about your shows, Big Body. So you've got the Love Jones show. That's one of them, and same with Feel Good Radio. Can we talk about these?
Yeah. So I did a podcast for the past 10 years, and what I've been doing, I've been transitioning where I kind of stepped away from the podcast stuff and kind of like adapted to the live streaming stuff where everything is live. So I have 3 shows that I do Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Tonight, which is Tuesday, is going to be the Love Jones show. And it's just all like, pretty much is songs that I like. I really don't do requests or anything like that. I just play songs that I like. I really don't do the whole, hey, can you play this? I'm not a fucking jukebox. You know what I mean? I'm going to play what I want to play, enjoy the show. And then on Thursdays, it's happy hour. We added that was happy hour Thursday where we kind of play the music that you would, everyone knows what happy hour is. You would go to a bar or a club like that after a long week of work, kind of play that. And then Fridays, our feel good music show. And that's a little bit of something that we do with a lot of island reggae and stuff like that too. So we put all that into the platform of Twitch, what I was telling you guys earlier, where we just put it up there, and now you can do all these graphics and stuff like that too, where, I use Instagram and Facebook now as not a live platform. I use that for a promotional platform where I just say, okay, hey guys, Instagram, Facebook, we're on Twitch now. So, the whole transition thing to transition people from a podcast to a live stream thing to Instagram to Facebook, they're like, hey, where are you going to be at? We're going to be there.
Right.
So, and that's the big thing, because I think once we do get out of this pandemic, I'll get back into recording the podcast and do stuff like that. But right now I'm trying to do everything just live.
Yeah, I like it, man. I sign in once in a while. I listen up.
When Jimmy steps in the room, I make sure everybody knows Jimmy Jew's in the room.
Yeah, and I feel so good. And I'm like, look, girls, he said my name.
And that's crazy you said. So a lot of people, I interact a lot with the people that's in the room. And I've been interacting with, audience people that's been watching live. And, I get all these messages from people dealing with depression, people dealing with cancer and stuff like that too. Say, hey, man, I was watching your show last night. It kind of got me through this thing. So kind of shows you where we are with the whole sense of me just doing what I love, kind of transitions to people that are at home dealing with real stuff like depression and shit like that. So it's definitely a beautiful thing, because I'm not doing anything that's forced. I'm not doing anything that's outside of my element, but playing music that I love. And, when Boog or somebody has a new song, I'll put it in the mix and, kind of get that whole thing going. Oh, okay, where can we get it? So I use that as a platform too, to really promote all my friends, like the Common Kings, Fiji, and all the boys. So it's a good mix of, because I mix it with mainstream music as well.
Yeah, I try to do that too. And it's nice getting those it's nice getting those people that call or seeing the DMs like, man, you're getting me through the day, because I'll post all that shit I post, and I'll
absolutely.
DMs, and it's definitely like motivation. And man, that makes me just feel so much good. I'm doing something. I'm helping some people. It's badass.
Oh, yeah.
And then getting to help like Boog and them, promote their songs and COC and Common Kings. Everybody, Stick did that song today. He hit me up. Hey, can you post this? Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's good, man.
And it just shows you our whole circle is like, we have so many resources within our circle, like, the Shit Show podcast, Big Body Radio, and Boog and everything. So where they can go to a mainstream radio station, but I think nowadays you get more impressions and you get more people that off of platforms like ours.
Yeah,
so
more personal.
The mainstream radio kind of it's more personable too, because it's like, hey, play my brother Boog's, brand new music, Siosi's brand new music, and everyone, and I mix it with something else that's mainstream. Then people are like, oh, okay, now I can see what's going. Because normally I didn't want to get pigeonholed where they just thought it was a Polynesian station. Oh, that's just for the polys. It was like, nah, I kind of play a little bit of everything. So I just want to, yeah. So it feels good. I play on my white boy set. I do the Daryl Hall and John Oates, the Doobie Brothers. Once I get that going, it's a beautiful time.
Oh yeah, I think Be Legit did some stuff with the Hall Notes.
Yep, Be Legit did one. It's called Sarah Smile. So everyone's kind of intertwined in the feel good music aspect. Good, absolutely.
Actually, Sheldon, sax player for Boog, he played some stuff the other day. I was listening. I'm like, I gotta post. I go, Sheldon, you mind if I repost that? He goes, sure. Dude, it was just that sax was just beautiful.
Oh, I call Sheldon the sexy sax man. That's a sexy sax man, Paul. But when you play for the sax, you could talk to a woman with a saxophone. I mean, me and you, Jimmy, might have to add that to our repertoire. But if you just go and don't know how to talk to a girl and you play the shit out of a saxophone, they will drop their panties instantaneously.
Dude, damn.
See, I wanted to use the word. Every day I try to use one word. Instantaneously was the word I wanted to use today.
I like that, yes. It's Big Word Tuesday. Big Word
Tuesday. Absolutely not. Instantaneously. That's what we got Siri for now, Drake.
Yeah, Big Word Tuesdays. That's what we call it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't spell worth shit anymore. Ever since my iPhone does it all for me, I'll still spell it wrong, and then it'll just correct.
Oh no, we live in a lazy platform right now where we don't remember phone numbers because all of it's done for you on your phone. So we just kind of got to adapt to the times. And I have to adapt to my lazy demographic to say, okay, guys, we're on Twitch now. You got to do this. You got to do that. They need a step-by-step thing where, sadly, in this day and age, we have to do that because with social media, it's such a lazy demographic all across the board because I could be laying in my bed and be on Instagram all day and just be like, okay, I did my work for the day and I've been in bed for 8 hours.
Right, for real. How do you get Twitch? How do you get Twitch?
So Twitch is, so it's actually a gaming thing where all the gamers kind of went on and they were, recording their gameplay. And they kind of had this whole little thing. And so right now you just go to twitch.tv and it takes you to the platform. And now all the DJs are just kind of adding their name to it. So mine is like twitch.tv /Big Body Cisco. I know that's a lot. That's why I just kind of got to walk everybody through it. But once you get to it, man, it's a good time where it's uninterrupted. And I say it's uninterrupted because when Jimmy, you've seen on Facebook and on Instagram, when you do get interrupted for the copyright stuff, it kind of kills the vibe. It's like you're having a party and someone pulled the plug at the DJ booth. Like, what the fuck's going on? You know what I mean? So
it's like my unpaid Pandora, and I'm fucking jamming down straight on my bike. I'm bumping some E40, looking at the bitch next to me, and all of a sudden an ad comes on. Oh, welcome to Pandora. I'm like, motherfucker,
She's like, pay for the other service, motherfucker. Pay for the other service.
It's $10 a month.
This cheap motherfucker,
more money on like
this cheap
on
motherfucker ain't got paid Pandora. It's like, damn, bitch, you just threw me under the bus. Yeah.
No, but it's definitely a good time. It's a good platform because as of right now, I think the loophole of what is that video games use music in their licensing. So I think that's the way for us to kind of get in there, play the music we want. And so Twitch is based in San Francisco. And we talked to the CEO of Twitch and he's been talking to us and he can't believe the overwhelming response that he's getting from all the DJs coming to his platform. So now he's kind of trying to making it more DJ friendly for people with us not getting kicked out. So yeah, I mean, you got to go straight to the top. I was like, so if they're in San Francisco, who's the CEO? Let me go look him up and send him a DM and be like, hey, how you doing, brother? He's like, oh, hey, how you doing? So it's a cool thing for now.
Yes. Maybe he has some hookup with Dan Brazilian.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He'll be at the party too. Because they do a convention called TwitchCon because I'm trying to do all this research. So that's another thing too. So while we're in this pandemic and while we're in this shelter in place, I'm a YouTube fanatic, so I'm a self-taught guy. So I go on YouTube, and you can learn anything on YouTube.
Yes.
So actually, Amazon and YouTube is what I've been doing, buying everything off Amazon, what I need in the home studio, and then it just go from there, man. Because we're at home doing a whole bunch of nothing. If I don't got my damn kids or dealing with one of my baby mamas, we on Twitch.
Shit, see, all my kids are over 18. I don't deal with no more baby mamas, baby.
How many baby mamas do you have to deal with?
Legally, I got to deal with 3. So I legally deal with 3, and then the other ones haven't found me yet. But 3 legally that I got to deal with. So
I'm done.
Are you my dad? Are you my dad, Big Body?
Hey, it's a funny story. I went to Fiji. Oh no, I was in New Zealand. I was in New Zealand with Comic Kings, and we went to a school, and we're performing at a school. I bring out the boys, whatever. I'm sitting down, and this little girl comes up to me. She goes, "Hey, can you sign my forehead?" Just kind of like an autograph. And I looked at her. I'm like, who's your mama? Because I swear to God, I was looking in the mirror, Jimmy. I was like, she goes, can you sign my forehead? I was like, is your forehead going to be able to use in a court of law? Because you're a little bit too much like me like now. So
she's going to run over the piece of paper and stamp that shit right on the fucking.
And then I get served in the bus. Like, what paperwork is this? Fuck.
My signature's backwards, man.
Exactly. But yeah, Drake, I got 3 baby mamas. I got 4 sons. Right now, I got three older sons and a 5-year-old that drives me crazy because now he's 5 years old and I got to adapt down to 5-year-old again. So
yeah,
but it's a beautiful thing.
I love that you say I got 4 right now. Like there's more in the pipeline.
I mean, you never know what's gonna happen. I don't like condoms, so I think.
Hey, same here.
Does anybody?
Hey, for Father's Day, my kid just got me a cup that says my pull-out game is.
I seen that. I seen that, and my son sent me that too. I said, well, at least you know it was. So every time we had a gas pump, and I go like to 4001, he was like, see, this is why we have brothers, and I'm like, you know what? Shut the fuck up.
Fucked up,
So what time can people see you on Twitch, and what time you have one on Tuesday, one on Thursday? What time?
Tuesday, Thursday, Friday is 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. What I do to it, I kind of put all the time, the time zones too. Like it's 5 p.m. in Hawaii, it's 9 p.m. in Utah, but Pacific Standard Time, West Coast time is 8 p.m. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Well, we're going to be getting a Twitch, Big Body. Thank you so much for teaching us your ways.
Yes. Absolutely. That's what we're here for. We got to use all of our resources, Drake.
Networking, baby. Networking.
5%.
Whoa. Hold on.
Finder's fee.
5% of 0. Zero.
Exactly. 5% of zero is, let me see. Oh, it's zero.
And next week you'll get double. Next week you'll get double.
I want the good stuff, Drake. Give me the good stuff that we could dive into right now and let everybody know what we're talking about.
Okay, well, here's what I want to know. I don't know
Yes.
about where you guys are, but right now I have there's a shit ton of fireworks that are going off in my fucking neighborhood. And I live in LA, so of course there's always fireworks around 4th of July. But for the past 2 months, it's been getting worse and worse and worse. And I'm not talking like little tiny fireworks like normally. I'm talking about big fucking Disneyland-sized mortars that are fucking going off. They go off at 7 in the morning. They go off at 5 in the morning. They go off at 3 p.m. They go off at all hours of the day. And so I was just kind of like doing some research about what the deal is. And in Los Angeles, complaints have been going up 600% this year compared to normal. And what I want to know from you guys is, do you think that this is a conspiracy, and do you think that that people are being given these fireworks to cause a little bit of chaos? What do you guys think about that?
I just had the whole Olympic closing ceremony this morning with the fireworks over here in the Bay Area. So it's definitely, I don't know what conspiracy it is, but I'm like, where the hell are they getting these fucking mortars at? Because I'm like, I can't go to Safety Sound.
Chinatown. Chinatown.
I know a guy.
Yeah, he's down by where those Asian guys play chess and shit, mahjong.
Exactly.
That's why I used to get all my fireworks.
Are you guys? Do you guys have a lot of fireworks going on over there more than like because you guys are in NorCal?
In NorCal, it's going crazy too because it's actually illegal I stay in South San Francisco, so it's illegal. They have all these signs that's legal. But I'm like, I just heard like an M80 right by my bedroom window the other day. So I'm like, okay, so it can't be that illegal because I also don't think the enforcement's not as big too because of course they probably either got bigger fish to fry, but probably not in this. But I'm just thinking they have complaints, but I don't think they're doing anything about them.
No, I'm hearing them at nighttime mostly. My dog hates them. Yeah, my dog goes crazy.
That's what they're saying. The animals, the dogs, and all the animals are really can't stand it. So it's definitely something that now that July 4th is going to come up, it's going to happen probably another 2 weeks after the 4th. Everyone trying to get rid of the stuff, and then it will go back to normal. But yeah, with what we got going on right now, it's going to be going on for a little while. Yeah,
well, it's annoying. I mean, I love me some fireworks. It's fun. I enjoy watching it. But these they're not just fireworks. They're M1000s, which are basically, it's literally dynamite. So there's the M80, but this is even bigger because they're just giant explosions. There's no flash. There's no pretty shit.
It's just an explosion.
It's just an explosion.
Ain't no little flowers going off. It's just an explosion. So
those sparklers.
Yeah. No, I used to do the M80s when me and my brothers, we grew up badasses too and being bad, and M80s was the shit. We wanted to go blow up like a watermelon or something like that, or blow up grab a squirrel and duct tape them. But that's just my family. No.
Oh man. Oh shit.
So quit. Now that I'm gonna get arrested for this,
right?
Now that the hate is gonna be
hate mail. Yeah, the hate mail will come.
Peter's gonna be over here like, oh, so you blew up a squirrel? Like, no, that was my brother. Just throw him under the bus.
I live right next to the PETA, like their headquarters. Shit. Literally across the street. I can see their building if I look hard enough.
So you can't walk out of there with your fur coat on naked anymore, Drake, right?
No, not anymore.
They will put paint on that shit.
Right? You fucked up my fur.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I mean, people complain about fur, but I eat fucking steak, so it's like, what? I can't really complain about someone wearing a fur coat.
Drake, that's tube steak. That's tube steak's different.
Oh,
that's fucked up.
That is a disgusting name.
That's a different steak you got going on over there, Drake.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Back.
Oh fuck.
What are you listening to right now, Big Body? What's your favorite music to be not just play on the radio, but to be listening to in the car or wherever?
I'm an R&B guy, so I was raised on R&B and soul from my parents. So I listen to a lot of old school. I really don't mess with like the newer hip hop because it's kind of mumble rap to me. I'm a hip hop head, but I don't really like. I'm from the Cypress Hill, Ice Cube, NWA era, where that kind of hip hop I still listen to. But right now, I just kind of see what the brothers are bringing out. Boog and them just had the brand new single "Siva Mai" that came out that they've been working out.
Great song.
And my rule is I get sent music all the time from artists, and my rule is if I like it, I'm gonna play it. If I don't like it, I don't fuck with it. It'll probably end up like as a coaster if you bring. But it's just the quality of music nowadays, because when I first started Big Body Radio and people were sending me music and I played it next to a mainstream artist, the quality was so off. Like you had like $1 million studios and like, oh, can you play my music? And then you had the garage band and then you had the Casio keyboard.
4 track.
So it's I always like listening to what the boys got going on. You know, Common Kings is working on some new music, and always when the family have something going on, I'll listen. And I'll be one of those guys be like, this one ain't it. But I remember Boog sent me a song one time, and he was like, what you think, bro? And I was like, that ain't it. And he was like, all right, well, at least you're honest. Because, you know, I don't like, we have enough yes men in our camp. And I think people always want, oh man, that's the one, bro. Like, nah, that wasn't the one. And I think the more honest you are with your friends, the more further along they'll go, because you're not blowing smoke up their ass. You know, and so when Common King sent me something, and I would be like, that's cool, but maybe if you guys would have added this. If you don't ask me for my opinion, I'm real opinionated, Drake. Right. So I'm going to tell you what I think about it. And plus, me listening to music and me being in the music industry, I kind of know what I like. So that's why I kind of just keep it as, you know, this ain't the one, or that's the one, or maybe you can add this. And I'm actually working on a compilation now where I'm trying to get all these island reggae artists to cover R&B songs. You know, kind of have them step outside the box. You know what I mean? Kind of say, hey, you know what, Boog, hey, you know, JR from Common Kings, sing this Marvin Gaye song, or sing this, or I had Sammy Johnson doing an Eric Clapton song or something like that. So it's just something that I want to pull the boys out of their comfort zone and kind of see how that goes, you know, because, you know, I love island reggae, but I wasn't raised as a reggae head. You know, when I did Cali Roots, I was like, I know Stick Figure and all the boys and stuff like that too, but I was more of a R&B. I'm here for Nas, or I'm here for E40. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
yeah.
But you know, when you're the host and you're bringing out these acts, you know, you got to respect their craft too. So I take it upon myself to say, if I'm going to bring out someone like Chronix or Revolution like that, you know, Revolution are the boys. So I got to make sure that the crowd believes me when I bring them out. And I think that's what did lost. You get a lot of these hosts that come out like, oh, give it up for J Bog. They're like, oh, didn't you do your homework? And I've seen it happen.
Yeah,
I've seen it happen where, you know, especially what I do at festivals is not respected in the industry, because they think anybody could just bring anybody out. You know what I mean? And I think the thing with that gets lost is you have to have passion about the music and the artists that you're bringing out. So that's when Boog started seeing me bring him out. He was like, hey, you know, we want to come on tour with us. Common King started seeing me the way I brought him out. They're like, hey, come on tour with us, because they didn't want like the local, you know, venue guy to just come out and say, oh, Common Kings, you know what I mean? So you kind of build it up. So I've been on a tour with the boys, and I've been in Fiji with Fiji. That's like being in Vegas with Elvis. But you know, you go outside the country, and you know, to do something that what I do that's not respected in the game, that is kind of just now kind of getting people to realize that you need a good host or an MC, is that, you know, when you go outside the country, these guys they want a show. They're paying for a show. And when you go to Saipan and Guam and stuff like that too, the host is just as important as the act, because if you have some guy that doesn't know what he's talking about and then Boog and him come on, they're going to spend the first 3 songs trying to build up that crowd. So my job is to come build up I'm the energy guy. I'm the hype guy. I'm the vibe creator. And I go out there and make sure they have a good time. So these promoters like Dan Sheehan recognized it. He was like, hey, bro, I need you to come over to Cali Roots and bring that energy over there. So, you know, and he was one that respected it. And I did Island Reggae Festival for 9 years. And it was just that craft was my back and forth is let me have a good time with the crowd, so they're already ready for the act when they come out.
Right. Was that your first festival that you did, or what was your first show that you came up and started introducing people? And like, what was day one?
So it's funny. I started back in the club scene in the Bay Area. I started to see DJs, and it's a funny story. It goes back to even further. Where Live Aid 1985, I seen how Freddie Mercury had the crowd control, like his, you know, that whole little back and forth. Once I seen that as a kid, I said, I want to do that, but I don't want to. I probably won't have the music aspect. So as I grew up and I started doing nightclubs in the city, I started seeing the DJs get on the mic and kind of talking to everybody. And I was like, he ain't doing it right. So whether the DJs liked it or not, I would go grab the mic and kind of get the party going. And people were like, hey, Cisco's coming with the mic again. Then the promoters started noticing. They're like, oh, no, Cisco's kind of getting the crowd going. You know what I mean? And some of the DJs were like, hey, won't you come? I have this gig. Let me hire you to come do the mic. So that kind of like domino effect into what I was doing. And then I started going to shows, and Boog was like, hey, bring me out. I was like, all right, cool. I went to a show, brought out Boog, and everyone was like, man, that was the one. So I started intertwining the music part of it, where I started playing music and kind of getting the crowd into it. Common Kings got me on it. Like, oh, you got to bring us out. So all these artists started seeing what I was doing and started saying, hey, asking their tour manager. But no one had no budget. They was like, oh, ask if Cisco could do it. Like, hey, motherfucker, I got hella baby mamas. I got mouths to feed.
Put it on your resume. They always say, oh, well, we'll
do
give
it
you
for
credit
exposure.
For
Do it for exposure. So
I'll
did the
expose
exposure
you with
thing.
my dick.
Yeah, I can't pay the bills with exposure.
Yeah.
So
but I like cash. Don't put nothing on the paper. Don't put nothing on paper.
Yeah. Pay me under the table. So pay me under the table. We good. So when they did an Island Reggae Festival and Great America, an amusement park here in the Bay Area, that they wanted me to kind of be the host of that. So once I started doing that, that's when other festivals started to realize, okay, you know, Dan Sheehan from Cali Roots was like, hey, come over here and do it at this festival. Then I did it for One Love in Long Beach. And then I got together with Westafa. You guys all know Westafa. He's the DJ. So we got together where I didn't have to go back and forth with DJing and MCing. I just got Westafa where he's already well-versed in the music game. So he would be the DJ and I would be the host. And me and him is a 1-2 punch where we go to any festival, any party, and we're just as important as the main act.
That's badass.
So how many years have you been at Cali Roots?
Cali Roots will probably be the last 3 years. The last 3 years because you know, Owen was doing it, and there was Dinger was doing it too. And you know, all these guys are doing it. And once I kind of got involved, they're like, okay, we got to step our game up. Only be nothing to take away from my boys Owen and Dinger and everybody, but it's just the simple fact that if our position can be just as important as the artist, we're bringing more to the table than just saying, oh, coming up next, by the way. Because MC is a lost art. And I every interview that I do, I try to tell them that, you know, that's just as important because if you don't have that interaction, every show that I do, you know, from Taurus Riley, I did a show with Nas and Ice Cube and Cardi B and stuff like that too, where I'm not just the poly guy, I'm the party guy. You know, just like how Jimmy is on wherever he goes, I'm the party guy where we're the life of the party and I want people to feel that energy.
You got the bottle of 1942, while Jimmy's got the bottle of like Whippets.
Yeah,
he's got that Class A Azul back there too.
Yeah, so you know, and so what I did not do, I never want to drink and MC because I did one show where I was fucked up.
Let's hear it. Let's hear the story.
And I'm gonna tell you a Cali Root story that's probably gonna floor you guys. But I was drunk at the thing, and I had the mic. I was coming up, and I forgot who I was bringing up. I think it was Taurus Riley. And I went up and I forgot I was the host. I was fucked up. And I'm over there walking on stage, looking in the crowd, looking at the girl. Hey, what's good with you? Like talking to them like I'm trying to get at her while I'm on stage doing this. Taurus Riley's on the end like, is this motherfucker going to bring me out or what?
This guy's breaking into my set. Like,
so finally I said, you know what? The rule is never drink when I got to do a show, which brought me to Cali Roots where we were in Cook Islands with Common Kings and I had crashed a bike. It was like a little Forerunner thing that I crashed it, and my back was fucked up. So I go to Cali Roots. This is my second year doing Cali Roots. Dinger's like, oh, what's wrong? I said, man, I fucked up my back. And he said, here, take these edibles. Never took an edible before in my life.
Oh, no.
No.
Dinger. So mind you, for the longest, I thought Dinger was trying to sabotage me because I was. So Dinger was like, take these edibles, and it'll take all the pain away. I'm like, cool. So I take the edibles. We're kind of walking around Cali Roots, and he comes back. He goes, hey, let me get the rest of those edibles. I was like, what do you mean the rest of them I took? He goes, you took all of them? I was like, yeah. I said, what are you talking about? He was like, oh shit. He starts laughing. Dinger starts laughing, walks away.
Oh no.
I have to bring out Chronics on the main stage, on the bowl stage. So I'm going over there. I'm in the little VIP under the stage and I'm kind of sitting down like, oh, okay. Couldn't get up. Body was dead. They're like, hey, Cisco, come bring out Chronic. And I was like, I can't fucking move. I can't move. My cousin pulls me over his shoulder, takes me back to the hotel room. I have to bring out Nas that night. This is the year that Nas was at Cali Roots. I have to bring out Nas that night. Dan Owen is like, hey, where's Cisco? He has to bring out Nas. I'm in bed, literally only can move my eyes and mouth and saying, fuck Dinger. I'm going to fuck him up when I come to.
Oh my God. He sabotaged you.
So the next year we came over there. Dinger was like, what's up, bro? I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker. You better not try to sabotage me. He goes, no one told you to take the whole thing.
That straight Cheech and Chong shit. Hey, man, don't eat those, bro.
Oh, man. When he said, you took the whole thing, my cousin looked at me and was like, oh, you're fucked. You're fucked. So yeah, that's why I stay away from edibles now, and I don't drink when I go on stage because I think if you go up there, it's kind of a bad for the brand thing. So definitely some stories we got because ever since then, I haven't missed a beat on stage.
That makes sense. You know, with the Dry Diggins, I was supposed to go up and introduce Owens. Like, hey, you want to introduce some people? I go, that's cool. And then, you know who Dan Kelly is from Fortunate Youth? Well, he found me. Hey, that was the end of it. I was fucked up on everything.
Finding Dan Kelly is like finding Tony Montana in Miami.
Yeah. Hey, it was done. They're like, hey, you ready to go up there? I ain't going nowhere, man. I ain't doing shit. I'm hiding in an RV going, man, what the fuck's coming to get me right now?
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, once you get that you get spooked like that, yeah, never again. So I said once I do shows, I'll get fucked up after and we'll just do it after the show.
Yeah. So Sunday I stayed away from. I kept hiding away from Dan Kelly, and then I got to go up and introduce Carly Buds and shit. Hey, but yeah, it's because I stayed away from Dan Kelly. Yeah. It's better to go up there. It's better to go up there sober. It's better to go up there sober.
Absolutely.
Yo, Big Body, your beard is looking very trimmed up and looks like you take very good care of yourself.
So I get a barber who cuts me up every week. So he does it out of his. So every week I got to get, because I'm on live stream, so I can't just have it all looking like Chewbacca. So I get it lined up every week, every Thursday. But then I bought this thing. You know the Facebook ads where you see the clippers things. Mm-hmm. So I bought one of those off of Facebook. This cheap motherfucker. I said, you know what? Don't buy anything off Facebook ads, because I bought this. It took 2 months to get here.
What is it?
It's a clipper for your beard.
But what's it called?
It just says clipper.
Just clipper. Well, you know what? We got something for you. We work with this company called Manscaped, and they have all this great stuff for your balls, stuff you can even use on your face. And now we have this new thing.
Works.
This shit you use it on your face? Have you used it on your face?
I trim up. It works fucking. You put on your balls, it does not fucking clip your nuts. It's amazing.
I hope, because I need to get Manscaped, because I tried doing the balls and I have like 4 or 5 blotches on there. So the next time I was with a female, she was like, "What's wrong?" I said, "You know what? Just close your eyes, turn the light off, and don't worry about what the fuck going on."
You don't want to see this thing.
I definitely need a man. Yeah, you don't want to see the Beetlejuice head.
Hey, I let the chick shave it the other day. She's sitting back there. She's stretched. Wow, she's hitting me up. It's nice, man. And while you're down there,
I gotta get Manscaped. You have to get the Manscaped.
Well, they have a brand new one called the Weed Whacker. Okay, and this is for your nose and your ear hair. Okay. This is
fellas, please use this, because I done seen fellas with nose hairs that braided into their mustache. It's not a good look.
It's not cool.
It's not a good look. So you definitely gonna need that Manscaped for that.
It's called the Weed Whacker, and you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code SHITSHOW at manscaped.com. That's all one word, SHITSHOW, all caps, Manscaped, 20% off. What are you waiting for? Go whack your motherfucking weeds.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm getting Shit Show in the promo code area.
Yes, sir.
Show. Okay,
all capitals, off. One word. Hey, free shipping and 20% off. And I'm telling you, the man's. I'm telling you that the
and it's waterproof too, which is cool. Like you can shave your balls in the shower, which is what.
And it has a light on it.
Mm-hmm.
Has a light on it.
Light, so see, hey, I be doing it in the dark.
Hey, this chick's on. It's nice that you have a light down here. I'm like, yeah. I'm acting like she's holding up my big shaft. She's like this, you know. I can't lie to you guys.
Jimmy went like this. Hold on, Nathan. We got a light under here.
It's in there somewhere.
Hold it up, you know.
Manscaped, definitely. Thank you. I'm going to get one of those because my balls are looking a little like Jimmy's beard right now. So
we got to keep all those baby mamas happy.
Hey, ain't nothing worse than getting a blowjob. The chick stops. Hold on, put like motherfucker.
I mean, it depends on who's doing it. If it's just somebody I met at Cali Roots, go on, pick those through your teeth. But if it's like somebody you've been working on for a little bit, you might want to clean it up with the Manscaped.
If you care.
Yeah.
If you care, get rid of the hair. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. There you go. If you care, get rid of the hair.
You don't want to hook up with anybody at Cali Roots because it's like all these like people who have just been in a festival for 3 days without a shower.
Especially the ones in the campgrounds.
Oh, yeah.
I don't fuck with any girls from the campgrounds because I say, look, you nasty bitch.
Hey, we had a shower in our camp. We had a little camper, Yali Bird's camper. So we had a shower.
Oh yeah, Yali Bird has a nice one.
Yeah, we had to shower. It was pretty nice.
Have you seen that they're doing these? You can now rent all these tour bus companies because there's no fucking tours.
Yeah,
you can literally do a getaway, a tour bus getaway, and you rent
RVs
a fucking tour bus. Yeah, and they'll take you wherever you want to go.
See, we need to go do that, Jimmy. Let's get a tour bus and just go up and down Vegas. That's it, just around Vegas.
Hey, think about this. Think about this. Big Body Cisco, Whorefest 2020. Nobody's doing it.
Sponsored by Manscaped and Western Conference is on that mother. See, come on, Drake, Chris, get that going.
100%. Is Cali Roots happening? I know they rescheduled it to October, and there's one in Vegas too. Like, what's the inside scoop, Big Body?
I personally don't think it's going to happen, only because they see a rise in what's going on with the cases. But I mean, as far as right now, they're trying to still push the October date for Cali Roots, and you know, I was hitting up Dan, kind of seeing what the reality of it's happening, and he's kind of still in limbo too because he has to wait for the CDC and everything to go through. So I personally don't think it's going to, I would love for it to go on, but of course we got to be safe as a collective. So I don't think it's going to go on. I'm hearing middle of next year is when they're actually going to at least try doing it, because now even San Francisco today, they opened up barbershops and salons in San Francisco, and they're opening up bars too. And I went to one, so I was in Palm Springs last week and I went to the bar and it was open. So I went to the bar, I'm looking around, I have a mask on. There's, you don't need the mask, bro. And I'm like, okay. And there's some guy slouched over the bar. And I'm like, well, I'm just happy to be in a bar.
Yeah.
So I'm ordering Jameson shots and stuff like that too. And I'm still looking around. I'm like, I want to be careful, but I want to get fucked up. So because we've been locked up in the house for almost 3 months now. And I think the more precautionary things that we do, like at first I was in the house. I was just like, you know, I'm not going out. Then I was like, I got to stop being scared too. If I can live through cheetahs and all these other strip clubs that I've been to, I can live through this pandemic. So I've been careful wearing it when I go into stores like that. But other than that, I see people I do on my bike rides. I went to the beach the other day and the beach is packed. And the beach is like packed with people. No mask, no nothing. Yeah. So,
wow.
Right now, it's either you're going to live in fear or either you're just going to live your life and see whatever happens. So right now, I'm at the point where I'm just going to do what I do and see what happens and watch the news. I try not to watch the news either because it has so much bullshit on it where it's like one thing's good or one thing's not bad. So I just kind of get my information. Yeah. Can we be outside? Yes or no? We can? Right. Okay, I'm going to be outside. So
what do you got? You got a bicycle? What do you got?
So I got a little Marin 29er that I've been rolling around. You know, for us big guys, we got to have a bike. So
I
don't get on motorcycles.
I got the big rippers.
Yeah, I need to get one of those. But I don't do motorcycles anymore because I was in Hawaii and I got on a Harley. This is back when I sold drugs in Hawaii.
The ice days.
Yeah.
I thought I knew you from somewhere. I knew
I knew him. I like one bullet. So I had the bike and I did it wrong and it got away from me and it drugged me for about a good block. So I don't get on motorcycles no more. When I see Jimmy on there, I was like, ooh. I know you get bitches on that bike, Jimmy, but I can't because I'm 6'5", 300 pounds. So it's just kind of, you know, I'm like this anyway, where it's kind of like I got to get the big boy bikes that Jimmy and I be riding.
Baggers.
So what I ride now, I got a mountain bike that I got that I've been trying to take better care of my health because I figure if I'm gonna be on stage, I don't want to see some fat fuck up there. So I'm like, all right, let me try to do some. I mean, I'm not over here trying to be Mr. Olympia, but I'm just like, as long as I'm presentable when I'm up there and I can breathe and I'm not running out of breath on the mic, I'm good.
I don't know, man. The way I look at it, so my friends get ready to go to Hawaii. Everybody's working out at the gym and everything. Why aren't you at the gym? I said, dude, I'm going to look like a local. I ain't fucking going over and looking all, you know, because the guys get robbed are the ones with the abs.
Yes. Yeah, when you go to Hawaii, the fatness is embraced. You know, when you big in Hawaii, it's embraced where it's like, ooh, the girls love that. And the dudes that are doing CrossFit and everything, they're getting beat up by us. So
right. And sold seaweed.
Get that motherfucker out of the bar, yeah.
Right. Hey, get away from Makaha Beach.
Yeah. So you got to go places where, you know, being big is accepted. You know, like just like Italians and people that eat at the Italian restaurants and the big fat Italian dude, that's accepted in Hawaii. So when you out there on the beach, we could look the way we look and not be and like, who's this guy with the 12-pack over here? Let me go whoop his ass. And everyone goes, oh, you beat him up.
hey, we robbed that guy.
Yeah.
Where your camera at, bro?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm moving to fucking Hawaii. That sounds amazing.
Man, that is definitely the end goal. The end goal is to move to Hawaii, retire out there, and just be in Maui and have a little poke stop that people just come by and just come eat some poke.
Oh yeah. See, I like that. I always go to the west side. Not a Kuli Waianae. That's why I like it over there.
It's a good time in Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
It's so slow out there now because I could go visit and stuff like that too because I used to live out there and I'm looking around. You know, I'm a city boy, so I'm looking around in Hawaii. I'm like, okay, let's just sell drugs because this is boring like fuck.
Yeah, when I went there, it was fun. It was gorgeous. We were there for like almost 2 weeks, and after the first week, I'm like, I'm bored. Like, how many fucking Mai Tais and beat? I don't surf. I can't do it.
3 days, 4 days is the max.
Yeah.
I was the one driving around, and the speed limits killed me because they're like, it's a 50? 35-mile-an-hour road. Everyone's going 15. Yeah. And I was so mad.
Hey, we're so fat. We're beeping at them, and they're just, hey, bro, like, get the fuck out of the way. Yeah.
You're on Hawaii time. Hawaii time.
The broken shaka, yeah.
Yeah, Hawaii time. Every time we have a Hawaiian on our show, they're always late, and then they tell us about Hawaiian time.
No, see, I'm real punctual. My ethnicity, I'm German, Hawaiian, and Samoan. So my dad's Samoan, my mom is half Samoan, then her mom was German and Hawaiian. So that's why I look I'm a little bit more sexier than your average Samoan. So it's because they threw that Hawaiian and German in there. So
that's awesome.
A little sexier? No, a lot sexier.
Yeah.
Calm down, Drake.
Jimmy always hits on the female guests, so I got to start hitting on the male guests just for the shits.
Right when Drake said that, all his glasses fogged up. I'm like, Drake, you motherfucker. Go ahead, Drake.
That's fucking hilarious. Have you guys ever seen the documentary called called American Pimp? We were talking about pimps earlier.
Yes.
It's old, isn't it?
It's super old, probably like 20, 30 years old, and it's
Memphis Slim and all those guys.
Clip. Yeah, they have all these amazing pimps, and we got to get them on the fucking show because there's this one guy that goes, "Pimp stands for put it in my pocket," because that's what you go and do. And then
that was actually a required video in school here in the Bay Area.
Right? I had the book.
Today we're watching American Pimp. I was like, oh, hell yeah.
I had the book called Pimpology 101.
Yeah,
see? Back in the day.
I know that's where you got all your pimping from. Jimmy's a bona fide pimp. I watched Jimmy every day after this motherfucker pimp.
Bay Area, baby. Bay Area.
How did you guys meet? Did you guys know each other like before Boog, or did you guys meet each other through Boog or the music?
Through the music scene.
Yeah, through the music scene. Because everyone was like, oh, Boog, and you said, oh, that's Jimmy. He was watching all the videos. I'm like, oh, shit. I said, look, I need to meet that motherfucker. So as soon as me and Jimmy met, we hit it good, man. We had a good time ever since.
Uncle Steve was there.
Yep. Uncle Steve, that guy. Uncle Steve is.
Hey, I'm with him almost every weekend on the boat. That motherfucker, that's a straight pimp.
Look, Uncle Steve would probably kill me for saying the story on the Shit Show podcast, but I'm gonna go ahead and share it. Uncle, we were in, I forgot where we were at, and Uncle Steve said, yeah, he was, I don't know if it was back in the day. He said he was fucking with his bitch, and he said he put his finger, then he smelled it, and he looked at it, and he goes, "How dare you?"
Hey,
ever since that day, every time I see Uncle Steve, he goes, "How dare you?" I said, what? He was like, she smelled like a damn tuna. I was like, oh shit. Well, there you go.
Hey, he still tells that story to everybody. And then, girls on the boat. I'm like, don't do it, Steve. And by drinking, he'll just look at him like disgust. You fucking find another ride home. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, we love Uncle Steve, man. That's family right there. And I'm telling you, and that's the thing too, good about the music scene. You put so many different backgrounds and ethnicities and stuff that come together. It's like whatever is going on in the outside world, we come together as one. And like, I don't care who supports this, who supports that. You're my brother. You're my brother. You know what I mean? I like the Niners, you like the Raiders, and we don't go killing each other over that. So why kill each other off somebody what they support? So that's why it's a beautiful thing where because Uncle Steve will tell you it's straight. Steve will tell you straight. Then you got everybody else that's around the whole squad that, as long as we kind of practice the love thing, because when we're around each other, we love each other. And especially our music family. When we're at Cali Roots, we all have a good time. We really don't care what's going on. We really don't care what ethnicity you are. And we kind of just drop all that. But it's definitely a good time. Is that a cat, Drake?
It is, yeah. It's Tywin.
It's only pussies ever had.
Yeah,
I know, right? I just seen a cat over there. I was like, okay, he definitely drinks White Claws.
He just jumped up and he's like,
he does drink fucking White Claws.
I fucking do drink White Claw. I'm a basic ass bitch.
You know what? Someone had it at a barbecue and I got it and I actually got disgusted with myself. I said, "You motherfucker, go get Jameson. It's good. It's good. But I gotta wash it down with some Jameson or something." So.
Yeah, man yourself back up. Man yourself back up.
Yeah. I had to sit there and like punch somebody to feel a little mad. Like, you know what? Let me slap somebody real quick.
Yeah, you drink White Claw, you start lactating and shit. You're like, motherfucker, what just happened to me?
Wait, Drake, did you just say White Claws and vodka?
No, I mix it with vodka.
Okay, so now this just turned into an intervention.
It did. It did. So, okay, so I like White Claw, but if you drink too much of it and you have to pee, like for instance, I like to put, on stage, I play a 90-minute set. If I drink too much before or even during the show, then by about 30 minutes in, I have to fucking pee. And then it's going to just be like an hour of just straight misery.
Have you ever pissed yourself on stage, Drake? That was my question.
I have not. There's been some close calls. I've sharted on stage before, but that was not.
I told you, and it just kind of like waddled away, like shit. I gotta.
Well, I'm playing when you play the trumpet, like there's a lot of like you're blowing real hard.
That's the release. That's the release.
So sometimes you go for that note and
straight backfire.
Backfire.
Legit backfire.
But I have my cocktail now that I make. I have a big full-size Yeti, so it keeps it nice and cold. You fill it halfway with ice, then you fill it halfway with vodka or tequila. Then you put a little bit of lime juice, like just lime juice, not like sugar lime juice, just straight up lime juice, unsweetened. And then you top it with White Claw.
God.
Just a little question here, Drake. How many drinks have you spilled on stage?
Well, if I had a proper fucking cup holder.
I got you.
That's not in your writer yet? Come on, Drake.
Well, it is, but it just, I don't know. I have a lot of shit on my riser.
Cisco, I got him a proper cup holder. The problem
After
is
3 years.
Drake jumps on his riser like 5 feet in the air. So the whole riser is shaking.
Oh, yeah, and everything's going everywhere. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got it.
it's a little bit of a mess sometimes, like, but it's a show. You're an entertainer. Like, I'm gonna be moving around, so
yeah, you gotta have a good time up there. And then you're looking around like, fuck, where's my drink at?
Yeah, and I see it spilling on. It's like on like all the cables, and I'm like, something gonna break?
You're
right
like,
now?
oh, front of house is coming over. You're like, oh shit, okay.
I'm sitting there side stage just watching, like, oh my God, the laptop's about to fall. Holy shit. Oh my God, Drake, please stop jumping, just please.
But yeah, when stuff does spill, and it's whatever, it's fine. Everything still works. But
you just gotta adapt to the good time.
Mm-hmm. Always adapt to the good times. Good positive energy.
Always.
Easy to say as a performer.
So what else do you have planned, Big Body? Like, when you are out of quarantine, what's the first thing that you are going to do that you've just obviously went to a bar recently, but what's next?
Yeah. I think, really, I think for all of us as entertainers is try to get back on stage and the live streams are good and everything, but nothing beats the live energy of being at the show. So I've been talking to a lot of the boys too, and everyone can't wait to get back on stage. We're doing a lot of virtual stuff, but I think getting back out there and just kind of just being with the people, and that's where you get the energy from. You can only get so much energy from a live stream. And I think being out there and just kind of just feeling that positivity out there and just that vibe is unmatched. Any show you go to, any shows that any of us done, that whole vibe of being of live music is just, you get a different feeling from it. And I think that's what I'm waiting for the most, because once we get back out there and get back on stage, and because I think it's going to be a transition period too, where it's slowly going to get back. There's going to do some shows where they're going to have a little bit of people there, because we're used to playing for tens, thousands of people, or just even 2 or 3 people. Where it's going to slowly transition. Where now I'm hearing they're going to do little circles where your group of people have to be in that circle, and I mean, how are you going to vibe from that? You know what I mean? So we really have to transition into it and see but all of us know how to adapt to it, and I think us as entertainers are going to adapt to it as well. But to get that feeling, to go back to my Freddie Mercury reference, is to get that whole back and forth back is going to be what I'm waiting for.
I think it'll come back sooner. I mean, just looking at all these protests, everyone's all next to each
Everyone's
other.
outside. Yeah.
Right?
So
hey,
it's like
I got when they say all this pandemic shit. But hey, check it out. All the homeless in my area, man, they eat dirty ass. They fucking never shower. And not one of them's been sick. I've been out there talking to them when I go on my walks. Somebody like, no, nobody's been sick. It's like, motherfuckers don't shower nothing. They ain't got shit.
And that's the thing too, Jimmy. I watch, like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I watch a lot of bullshit. I watch a lot of shit too. So, and there's a lot of things that go on. It's like, shit, is this shit fake? Is this shit? I mean, there's stuff that definitely makes you think. Where it's like, if you can have like rallies and protests, and everyone's around each other, and it's not as bad as they're saying it is. My whole thing is I only can control what I can control in my immediate surroundings. So if I'm going on a bike ride, if I'm going with my kids to have Father's Day, brunch or something like that, that's what I can control. I can't control what else is going on outside the world. I can just kind of control. So I'm going to have a good time regardless. And when now they say that, in the Bay Area, cases are spiking up, it's like, okay, as long as it's not in my household, not that I don't give a shit where it's spiking up at, but like I said, I can't control that. I only can control what's in my immediate surroundings, and that's what I kind of base off what I'm doing right now.
I think because of the females that we've been with in the past have built our immune system up pretty strong. And I think this COVID comes around us, our immune system's going to fucking whip their ass and take the wallet.
Our immune system, you guys already said it, with all my baby mamas, my immune system is like COVID. You don't fuck a stripper named Scratchy in Hawaii the other day.
You know what I'm saying?
Scratchy.
Yeah, so my immune system is saying, come on, COVID, what? He's like, go outside and have a good time.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Our immune systems are so. That's why I'm thinking these homeless are getting it. Their immune system's built up. You know?
Exactly. That's why, because all the homeless, especially in San Francisco, they have a huge, homeless population. So I'm going down there. I'm like, they don't look like they're getting it too. So like, to each his own. I think you have to just kind of really I kind of look for the updates from the CDC, see what we got going on, and whatever we can do, we can do. Like I said, we can't control it. We only can control what's in our immediate surrounding.
Yeah, I have a better chance of spreading crabs, you know what I'm saying? With a shaved junk because of Manscaped. Thanks, Manscaped.
Yeah, you
Manscaped.
can't.
Thank you, Manscaped.
Thank you, Manscaped.
Manscaped is shaving away all the years of bullshit that's been down
You know
there.
what I'm saying? And that's a job.
Jimmy, what's your number? How many women have you slept with?
Oh, fuck, who knows? Fuck, I think I had like
obviously the
40
hundreds.
by the time I was 16.
Yeah, you see, and that's why me and Jimmy kind of gel so much. Like when you start losing count, like when girls that I talk to now, they say, "Hey, what's your counsel? You don't want these problems.
Right.
It's better that you just don't know.
Yeah.
It's better that you just don't know.
Yeah.
Just know that I'm still alive and I ain't sick. So
I'm like, how good are you at math? How good are you at math? What's your multiplication tables like?
I always say, how many fingers do you got? She goes, I was like, well, it's more than that.
Right? Oh, fuck.
And if she says 9 fingers, then she's out the door.
Yeah. Hey, I've seen a 9-finger stripper in Hawaii at ballerinas. I won't say her name, but she was dancing for me, and she put.
I don't think you have to say her name.
There's only one.
There's only one
finger. They call her 9-finger, and I'm like, she put her arm on me, to try to get. And I looked at her fan. I said, "Oh no, you ain't got 4 fingers on this hand." She goes, "Oh yeah, it was an accident. My dad's his wood saw." I'm like, "Get the fuck off of me!" And she's like, "What?" I was like, "Oh." She goes, "Everything else works." I'm like, "Yeah, but just I seen it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it."
How you gonna grip?
She just has it like that. I'm like, "No, you got to do something better than that."
Yeah,
and
get
it
over
was
your
her
stubby.
finger too. I'm like, okay, she can't even flip me off. I'm like, okay, this wouldn't look right.
That little stubby.
Jimmy was with a crippled stripper for a while. When we first started this podcast, he was seeing the crippled stripper, right? Is she still around?
That's my nickname for it. She's one of my good friends. I love her. Shout out.
He's like, shout out, Catherine. Okay, how you doing,
Not gonna say her
Catherine?
real name.
Yeah.
She's my buddy. She's my buddy. Oh fuck.
Well, how you guys been adapting to the whole pandemic, doing the shit show podcast?
Hey, I besides not being at the same place, nothing in my life's changed. We have a local bar here that never closed. We just gotta go through the back. And dude, I've been on bicycle rides, hikes. I'm going everywhere. I'm traveling. I ain't tripping, dude. Ain't nothing shutting
That's
me
what
down.
I'm talking about. And like I said, that's the attitude that I have too. Is kind of like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. So I did get the test though. Have any of you guys got the actual test? I've got the test. So they stick this Q-tip. It's like a long ass Q-tip down your soul through your nose,
Down your
all the
soul?
way down.
Really?
And they jiggle it and bring it out. Yeah, because I had to get it because I forgot why I got it. Oh, one of my baby mamas said get it because I said okay, so I had to get it so if I could see my son. So I got it, and then when they stick it down, he gives you a rag, and he goes, when I pull it out, you're gonna think that your nose is bleeding. So stick it all the way down your nasal,
God damn,
whatever we
bro.
call it.
Oh,
they bring it
fuck
out.
that.
No, fuck that. After he brought it out, he was like, "Oh, I didn't get it." I said, "Look,
What?
motherfucker."
Hey, she knew that motherfucker. She knew that motherfucker.
He was like, "Sorry." He goes, "We got to do it again." And I'm like, once you already do it, you don't want to do it again.
No.
So I'm like, okay.
Nice to know ya. Let's do it again. Is that going on in your head, the J-Boy song?
That's going on in my head. Besides, I'm whoop this motherfucker's ass. But I was like, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna do it right away. I'll come back because that's traumatizing to me. You just tickled my soul.
You fucked
through
my
my
nose.
nose. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So when they did it, I said I'll come back in a day or two. Came back. They did it again in the other nostril, and they finally got it. And it's like a 48-hour process. And they said, "Oh, you're negative." I was like, "Okay, shit. I knew I was negative." So everyone's kind of like not touching stuff, and they're doing all. I was like, "Look, it's out there." You know what I mean? I know the masks are mandatory now, but it's if you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing.
They say you should get it. You should get it. Like one of the little flu shots actually had it in there. It's like the flu. I think you're supposed to get it, man.
It's going to be around for a while. It's not going anywhere.
But that's my whole thing too. Is like I don't see how we can find like the littlest thing, but we can't find the cure for this pandemic.
Right.
And I mean, like we have technology that can fucking find somebody under a bed through heat seeking through a helicopter, but we can't find where the hell the COVID shit is at. So
You find fucking Bin Laden, but not the
exactly, you know what I'm
vaccine.
talking. Like I said, to each his own. Where my brother actually works at a biotech company here in the Bay Area, in Genentech, and they're trying to look for the COVID thing. And there's a lot of medicine being tested right now, but it's like when you have a brother that works in a biotech company that's kind of telling you that they're a long way from finding the thing for it. It's like that's when it kind of hits you like, okay, this is going to be going on for a while. But you kind of got to make the best of it. Where I've actually in this pandemic has done more stuff for my brand than I have if we were out. If I was out, I wouldn't have time to do what I've been doing for my brand. And I think that's the whole thing. If you're not building up your brand while you're at home during this pandemic, you're doing your business and your brand a disservice because this is the time to kind of hunker down and tell everybody, look, this is what I'm doing. I watch all these YouTube videos. I'm on Twitch. I'm doing all this, that too. So when we get out, everyone that was at home watching Happy Hour Thursdays, at home watching Love Jones Susie, if I throw a party that's happening, they're all going to come to that because of the brand you built up to this point. Right. So, I mean, a lot of people are just at home with their thumb up their ass right now, but a lot of us that kind of say, okay, let me take advantage of this, which I have been, and saying when we do get out of this, our brand is going to be synonymous with, oh, let's go have a good time. Because
we're also a hustler.
Saying, hey, Yeah, we have that Bay Area mentality where all we know how to do is hustle. So as soon as as soon as they said shelter in place was going on, I said, okay, what can I do for my brand? It's not being selfish. It's kind of just saying, okay, what the fuck am I going to do? And you don't know when it's going to happen. And, self-teaching yourself and self-educating yourself through these YouTube videos was huge. Because everyone's kind of hitting me, asking, I got Chewy Gomez, which is a Bay Area. He's hitting me, he's like, hey, how do I get on Twitch and how do I do this? And I got all these other people hitting me. I was like, hey, and I'm not one of those haters to be like, oh, find out on yourself. I'm willing to tell everybody how to do it because at the end of the day, anybody could do anything you can do, but they're not you. They're not your personality. You could teach them all the YouTube stuff, but you can't teach them how to be you. So at the end of the day, I don't have no problem giving anybody advice on what the technical side of it is.
And you got a big audience at home right now too, which is really good.
Yeah. And that's cool. What taking advantage of it.
It's good for us. Like we're interviewing a lot of the reggae bands and stuff, and it sucks that they're off tour. But since they are, it's like let's get them on. Let's keep them promoted. Let's keep their name live and shit. Let's keep it going.
And that's what's big because that goes back to our circle. Like some of the bands, some of the artists that I know, some of them kind of like got taken by shock by like shit. I can't do live shows no more. What the hell am I going to do? And a lot I talk to them, I'm like, dude, make music. Make music, go on these Instagram lives, go on, Twitch and whatever, do these little live shows because you need to keep your brand relevant. So when we get out, they be like, oh, what were you doing for the past 3-4 months? Oh, nothing. I was waiting for it to come out so I could do this. No, fuck that. I'm going to go support the guy and the band and the artist that's been working on their craft, making new music and making all this stuff, new stage shows or whatever they got to do. Because when we come out of this thing, some people are going to be exposed because they didn't do any of this shit.
Yeah. No, everyone, it's definitely, you can tell like who the hustlers are for sure right now. Mm-hmm. Like we've had the same, experience with you as you just working even harder than we have ever worked because we have the time to focus on this now, so it's great.
And don't get me wrong. I'm like Jimmy, I'll never steer away from a good time. So, but we'll have the good times, but there's times to come back and say, okay, because all this stuff too is like when we're talking to these people and you're kind of touching the people that's in depressions and people that's dealing with cancer and stuff like that too. You got to realize shit. You don't got it as bad as some of these people that are on social media talking about. There's a lot of, we threw all of our problems in a stack. We would pull ours back because we don't got it as bad as some of these people got it out there. So I think at the end of the day, you got to keep the positivity going because people are going through a lot more worse shit than some people say they're doing on Instagram. It's like, oh shit, my dog died. I get the dog died, but it could be a lot worse.
It could be a lot worse, right?
It could be a lot worse, but maybe like
now you could have 9 fingers.
Yeah, you could have 9 fingers. And we're gonna ballerinas in fucking Hawaii. Yeah,
yeah, you could be at ballerinas is gonna be like, why'd you tell him the 9 finger? Now she's getting no business.
Hey, shout out to the 9 finger stripper.
There used to be over there. There used to be a strip club where I grew up in. I grew up in a city called Lake Forest. It's in Orange County, like South Orange County, California. And there was a place called Captain Cream's, and it was like a wrestling ring. I mean, I never went inside. This is what my dad told me it was. Maybe this is a complete lie, but it was like a wrestling ring / like area where it was just whipped cream and women, and they just kind of like.
Oh wow!
It was like a whole thing.
We need to bring that back out, Jimmy. Just say, you know what? When we open up Happy Hour Thursdays, we'll have the whipped cream ring ready for y'all. See, you got to keep those, Drake. We got. I got
hella photos. In my backyard, we used to do chocolate syrup wrestling and oil wrestling and shit. We used to do it all the time. Someone just sent me a bunch of pictures the other day of all the chicks all fucking in there wrestling. Hey, we do it.
Dude, why don't we do that? Big Body, let's throw a party together when this is all done. Shit show and Big Body Cisco party. I love Jones.
That going on. We need to get that going because everyone is dying to get out of the fucking house right now. So whether you say, hey, look, I got a yarn making class coming there. Oh, we'll go to it because they ain't got shit else to do. So now that we got Jimmy Jew, the shit show, we got Drake and everybody, Big Body Cisco. If we do this whole thing, we could do it right too. We can get a lot of money. Manscaped will just shave all these bitches' shits.
Hey, live shavings.
Live shavings. Come on, we own to something, fellas. We own to something.
A brand new topping by Dunkin' Donuts.
Right? Call it pube hair.
Yeah. In college, I went to this weird art school, and by the post office where everyone would, get their mail, in the school there was this bag, and it said, "For my art installation, I need pubes," and it was just this plastic bag, and it said, "Please put pubes in this bag." And I swear to God, every day that bag got bigger and bigger, and it was so fucking disgusting.
Man, that shit's gonna be left behind in some rape case and shit. Everybody's going to jail.
You got to make a toupee out of that thing and put it on.
Damn.
That's what we got to do. That's what we should do. We should make a toupee out of pubes And at Cali Roots, when somebody gets so fucked up, we throw it on their head like a tornado.
Oh my God.
I'm not leaving my DNA anywhere. I'm not leaving my DNA anywhere.
And that's why Jimmy has a shaved head.
Exactly.
Well, Big Body, thank you so much for coming on the show. Everyone, go check him out. Check him out on Twitch. What's your Twitch handle?
Twitch.tv/Big Body Cisco.
Big Body Cisco. And Cisco, spell Cisco for us, for all of us
San Francisco.
idiots. San Francisco.
Some people spell it S-Y-S. Like, no, it's like San Francisco. C-I-S-C-O.
C-I-S-C-O. Well, we love you. Thank you for coming on
the
the show.
The SYS is like the food place for prisons and shit.
Yeah.
For prisons. Yeah, we like that. We like Cisco Systems.
Exactly.
We the networkers. We're the networkers.
Yeah. The network, the vibe curators. Appreciate you guys, man. Drake,
mad love. Mad
Thank
love,
you, buddy.
man. Always good hearing from you. I'll talk to you guys soon.
You guys too. I'll see you guys soon. Love y'all.